All right, what is up? It should be live. Yes, we are. What is up, Jerron Mob? It is your Don Jerron Mon. And hey, NBA Finals, we got it. The 2020 NBA Finals. It'll be between the Los Angeles Lakers, my Los Angeles Lakers, and the Miami Heat. Now, I will say, at the beginning of the playoffs, Josiah says, oof, what's going on, Josiah? Anyways, at the beginning of the playoffs, I chose the Lakers and the Celtics. I just thought that's what was going to happen. But at the same time, I did have a bet with my girlfriend's cousin that the Heat were going to win against the Celtics. He's a Celtics fan, so I just decided to go against my own bet and bet for the Heat. And lo and behold, the Heat won. It was crazy. I mean, that was a good game. Bam Adebayo absolutely played, but there is your little bit of an update. We got a lot of sneakers to talk about today, so get ready to cop or drop. I do want to warn you guys, I had a little birthday thing last night, so if my energy is a little lower than usual, I apologize. But I love to see everyone in the chat. Josiah's here, Sharp is here, Ethan, Warren, John. Shout out to everyone. And once again, guys, thank you to everyone in the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord with the link in the description. Thank you to everyone in the Discord who said happy birthday. Truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot. Thank you very much. But let's just get straight into the sneaker show here, guys. First up, we got some new information on the Air Jordan 35. Now, I know we talked a lot about the 35 a few episodes ago, but new information has come out that is pretty vital. For example, the release date. So the Jordan 35 in this colorway that we all saw on the court will be dropping on October 17th on the Sneakers app. So if you're looking forward to the Air Jordan 35, like I am, you guys already know it's a cop for me. You know what? It actually might even be an insta-cop for me. I'm not getting any feedback on my sound effects. Are you guys getting any feedback? I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little foggy headed here, but the October 17th when they're dropping, and we also got some other very interesting information. Like right here, the price for the Air Jordan 35 is going to be $180. So I think that's good, right, guys? I think last year the 34 was going to be, or was around 185, maybe also was 180 bucks. But I remember I was saying a few episodes ago that I think that Jordan Brand could up the price on these because it looks like the materials are taking a slightly more premium approach. You have the Eclipse Plate 2.0. We now know Zion. This is going to be the shoe that he's going to be rocking before his signature sneaker, the Z Code. So, you know, all that, they could have easily made it 190, 200, something like that. Price it like a LeBron. They could have easily done that. But it doesn't look like they went that direction, and that's good. That's a very good thing. Now, of course, we've seen this colorway before. It's whatever. We've talked about it. However, we do have some new colorways of the 35 which have surfaced, and I gotta say, I mean, I think you guys know which one I like out of these right here, but let me just zoom in a little bit. My goodness. Now we have some close looks up here. Let's take a look, guys. So here's the center of gravity, right? Okay, that's very nice. And okay, more details, blah, blah, blah. Look at these things, guys. What are these called? The breads, the black cements, whatever they're called. This is a classic. In my opinion, they should have dropped this colorway first. Every year, Jordan Brand, a new Jordan, they do drop it in a Chicago Bulls colorway. That's why I was, this was unique, this colorway, because it's not a Chicago Bulls colorway, right? Here we have this beautiful black upper with this red. I just love how the red towards the front of the shoe plays with the other materials, because obviously you have that, it looks like suede material with the red, and then you complement it with the blacks. I just really like how that looks. And again, what I didn't like about this colorway was that iridescent, you know, panel right there. And on this black colorway, it looks matte black. It could be glossy. It's hard to tell from this photo. The one thing that I would have changed is the gray outsole. I'm not 100% feeling it. Maybe they should have kept it black or white. That would have been nice as well. I don't think red would have worked. Definitely not a translucent red, but the gray, it's a little too dark of a gray for me. That's the one thing I don't like about this particular colorway, but I'm seeing right now in the chat, a lot of you guys are copping these. And I have to say, even though I'm going to cop these, right, because I'm excited to see how the 35 is going to play on the court, even though I can't really play on the court, you know, I might actually skip this release and just wait for this one because, like I said, I can't get out there on the court, but you guys are probably going to want a close look at the 35, so I'll probably end up copping the launch colorway. But this one is absolutely a cop as well. You guys know me, black and red. Those are my two favorite colors, as well as white, but there is no white on this. Now, we got some up-close macro photos of these. Here's the Eclipse Blade 2.0, and you can see that heel zoom bag right there peeping through. That's going to be ultra comfortable. Here's that outsole that I'm talking about. I know it's got a hair, it's from the, how do I say this? It has meaning, right? It's part of the Jordan brand heritage, right? Black cement. I get it. And you could see that cement splatter on there, but I just feel like black would have been just a better option. I just feel it would have looked more vicious, but that's just me. Here we have the Air Jordan 5 inspired tongue. This is just a beautiful colorway for a shoe that, you know, it can be hit or miss. I don't mind the visuals of the 35, but I'm also not like over the moon about them. But colorways like this definitely sway me more towards, you know, liking the aesthetics of the Jordan 35. Now here's another one. Again, a very Chicago Bullsy inspired colorway, except you got white, black with a hint of red. Now here's the thing. You can see it has that iridescent panel, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I don't like these as much as the black and red ones. But I also think that, you know, this is a clean colorway as well. You gotta love the, you know, the contrast with the blacks and the white, and then you splash a little bit of red. This tongue here looks the most like a traditional Air Jordan 5 tongue. I don't know if it's the red inner lining or whatnot, but this one also has a pull tab. You see the tongue right here with the pull tab? Do the other colorways have that? Okay, they do. I'm just tripping. Or am I sure? I didn't pick up on that. Okay, they do. I'm absolutely tripping. But this one's good as well. This one, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it just because I like the other two colorways more. I do. I like the center of gravity colorway more than this white and black one. And that iridescent panel. If this iridescent thing wasn't there, I might change the rankings. But as they sit right now, it's okay. You have the translucent outsole, slightly tinted blue. It looks very clean from the bottom. But again, I'd rather have those other two colorways. Now, this one, I believe, is the Bayou Boys colorway, if I'm not mistaken. I know there was some information up here via Sneaker News. Center of Gravity, Warrior, DNA, and Bayou Boys. And there's also a Morpho colorway. Okay, very interesting. Okay, let's see the Bayou Boys colorway. And here we see Zion in the 35. We're going to see a lot of this next season, right, guys? So even though this isn't a real photo of Zion, it kind of gives you a look of how they're going to, you know, look on feet. Now, the Bayou Boys colorway, it's okay. They're not terrible. They're not terrible by any means. It's just that this texture, whatever graphic or texture is on this overlay over here, you know, I've never been a fan of that style texture. It looks like a really, really old couch at like a rec center. You know what I mean? When the leather couch starts like chafing or you know what I mean? It just gets that old faded chafing, you know, feel to it, that texture. That's what this overlay reminds me of. But I do like the white midsole with the hints of green. I think that's a very nice shade of green. Not too volty, not too neon, but it's not like dull at all. And then you have the gum bottom. We all love gum bottoms. Black, of course, everything to round it out. I think it's a good colorway. It's just not my cup of tea. So I'm going to let the people who want this colorway cop it. And for me, I'm going to drop it. But it's not because it's a bad colorway. It's just the texture's throwing me off. And again, the iridescent panel. The iridescent panel is really throwing me off on a ton of these colorways. But it is what it is. Let's move on here. What do you guys think about the Bayou Boys colorway? Obviously, I picked up the Bayou Boys colorway of the Air Jordan 34. I thought, you know, same thing. I thought the colorway was decent, but I liked the overall like epicness of it being Zion's first like sneaker, technically his first PE, and the whole Bayou Boys theme. I thought it was good. I think I like those more than I like the Bayou Boys on the 35, but that's just me. A lot of you guys, some people see this is a polarizing shoe. Some people say cop. Andrew Glover says mini cop. John says he's gonna drop, and then you got people like Joshua really doesn't like these and says trash. Yeah, see, it's a polarizing sneaker. But is there another colorway that we have to go through? Hold on. Yes, this is the Morpho colorway, but we don't get a good look. We don't get that side view. Okay, now I wonder what this is right here on the tongue. Is that someone's logo or who knows? But we're not getting a good look at this. Let's see if the first photo. Okay, the computer's tripping. Aha, it's this colorway, right, guys? Okay, so it's white. Look at the tongue. So that's something that I talked about a few episodes ago, where I feel like the tongue of the 35, being inspired by the Jordan 5, should have used 3M, because that was a big feature when the Air Jordan 5 came out. That big 3M tongue that flashed when, you know, a camera flash or a light shined on it. Why they didn't do that with all these colorways, I think a new way to kind of update it and bring it to 2020 is have this, you know, iridescent 3M, which when it's not being activated just looks like a regular 3M, you know, that silvery matte silver look. But then when you shine a light on it, it becomes iridescent. They should have done that, kind of like how Adidas was doing their Xeno technology. Let's see if I can bring that up for you guys. Adidas Xeno. They spelt it weird. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so let me see. So this is a good example photo right here. So you could see, oh wow, that's a big photo. Okay, you could see here it's black basically, right? But then when you shine a light on it and you activate the 3M, it becomes this iridescent, you know, look, which I think is really cool. And it looks like that's what this is right here. I don't know. I just feel like Jordan Brand had a missed opportunity there. But if we take a look at these photos of the Morpho, I don't feel comfortable judging the Morpho colorway because we don't got a good look at it. But it's blue. It's whatever. Is that the tongue? Okay, so it does look like it uses that Xeno technology because the tongue here looks black, and then that other photo has that iridescent look. Who knows? Whatever. But the last thing I want to talk about, the 35, is we get a nice little performance breakdown here. So obviously Eclipse Plate 2.0, we knew that was coming. We have 4-foot Air Zoom bag as well as a heel Air Zoom bag, which we all knew that was going to happen. We have what they call Achilles foam pods for an enhanced fit. Okay, so it sounds, that's what we talked about, right? The collar area looks a lot more padded. It looks like the 35 is going to be just more robust, you know, around the collar area, where the 35 took on a more minimalistic approach. But the thing that surprised me, not surprised me, but one thing I didn't know that was kind of a question mark is right here. They say the midsole is going to be made up of Phylon foam. So fans of Phylon foam, congratulations. It will be on the Air Jordan 35. It will be interesting to see. You know, Phylon foam is pretty light. So will the 35 retain the overall light and fast feel that the 34 had, which I absolutely love? We're just going to have to wait and find out until I get the shoes in hand and try them on for myself. But let's move on. I just wanted to update you guys on the Jordan 35. Let's go on to the next shoe. We have official images of the Nike Kobe 5 Protro 5 rings. Okay, so we all know, you know, Kobe's are probably the hottest sneaker right now. They're selling out no matter what. It's really hard to get them. StockX is on fire with them. It's somewhat sad, but at the same time, you have that right. It's America, whatever. Anyways, it looks like the 5 rings colorway is coming back. This is an OG colorway, if I'm not mistaken. It is one of them that I've never really been a fan of, though. It's the wrong shade of purple or royal, whatever you want to call it. I like the graphic. You know, I get it. It's a Lakers colorway. It's just that purple. I wish it was more like a lighter purple. I don't know. I've never been a fan of this colorway. So I'm going to drop these because I know some people are going to love these. Some people who had these originally are going to want to get them again. It means a lot to those people. Maybe, you know, they have some sort of a connection to this colorway. They wanted it, they couldn't get it, but now, you know, it's a second chance. I have none of that. I have no connections to this colorway. I just never really been a fan. So I'm going to drop it so the people who want it, cop it, okay? Even if I added these to cart and I was able, you know, to get them in my cart, I wouldn't pull through because there's some people who really, really want these. I'm just not one of them. But it's not a bad colorway. Like I said, it's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I'm not the biggest fan of green tea. You know, I like raspberry tea, but some people love green tea. It is what it is. But I know a lot of people are going to be happy that these are coming out. Let me know what you guys think about these right now. Is it a cop or is it a drop? I'm seeing a lot of you guys copying. Josiah says Insta cop. Donna is 50-50. Ben S is drop. Okay, so, Sus Avocado says mega drop. And this is interesting. I think, you know, I was expecting a lot of you guys to just cop outright because it's a Kobe, you know, it's somewhat of a commodity. But I don't know. It seems like, a shout out to Jan Rogero for the super chat. I appreciate you. He says, my favorite YouTube show right here. Hey, man, I love it too, man. I'm glad you love it. I love doing it. Thank you so much for joining the stream. And thank you again for the super chat, my guy. But yeah, this colorway, not a huge fan. So I'm dropping these. Now, when are they releasing? It doesn't say. Oh, it says select Nike stores overseas on September 30th. Stateside release is expected soon. Okay, so, you know, it looks like Nike's going to start rolling out these Kobe's very fast here. But I do have some interesting Kobe news. I am going to get a pair of Kobe 5 Protros. Not one, but two very soon. So make sure you're subscribed and you ring that notification bell so you don't miss that video. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. The story of how I got these Kobe's is incredible. I cannot wait for that video. I can't wait for the shoes to come in so I can make the video. So make sure you subscribe, be on the lookout, join the Discord so you guys know immediately when. That's just as good as ringing the notification bell. And plus, we have a lot of fun in the Discord already. So make sure you join that and stay tuned for that video. I'm excited about it. Let's move on. We have a new colorway of the Zoom Freak 2. Okay, so the Zoom Freak 2, I'm going to be making a video about it very soon, and I don't want to spoil anything. Shout out to Juan for subscribing, but it's not going to be a great video for the Zoom Freak 2. I'm just going to say that. It's not going to be a great video for the Zoom Freak 2. So let me know what you guys think about this colorway. Okay, so it's called the Energy colorway, NRG. I like the colors that it has going on here. There's just a few things that I don't really like about it. I don't like this gray swoosh. It looks like it's 3M. You guys know me. I absolutely love 3M. I'm a sucker for 3M, but I just don't think it works on this colorway. It doesn't work with the rest of the vibrant colors. White midsole, clean, not digging the black hints, particularly on the outsole. I think right here on the midsole is fine. The inner lining is fine, but the outsole, maybe they should have went with a gradient translucent outsole. Maybe they should have added an orange or that pink colorway, whatever it is. I'm not sure. And again, I'm not a fan of whatever this material is on the pull tab. I'm just not. And back here on this end too, this panel I'm not a fan of. So overall, I think this is a missed opportunity here for Nike. Not a huge fan of this colorway, so I'm gonna give it the drop. I think a lot of you guys are dropping these as well. Josiah's mega drop in. Rio says that these are just weird. Ben S says drop the shoe in general. Josiah elaborates. He said the colorway is just not it. The traction towards the back is throwing it off too. Yeah, the Freak 2 has a few problems, which I will. Let me brighten this up. I will get into what the Freak 2 dropped and what it does well, but I have to say it's not going to be a good video. And again, yes, the swoosh is 3M, but I like the pattern on the medial side. I think it looks good, but you know, it's just a whatever. And yeah, what's up with the yellow outsole? It's just so weird. Yeah, that's throwing me off, Josiah. Like you said, that definitely is throwing me off. But when are these coming out? No release date, $130. Is anyone copping these? Okay, Donna's copping them. Everyone else sounds like a drop. This is a heavy drop. It's like 99% drop. I only see Donna copping these. But hey, you do you. All right, next up. Okay, so now we have a good colorway of the Freak 2. Check this out, guys. This is called the Dusty Amethyst colorway. Now, I'm going to be really disappointed if this swoosh is not 3M. But this is a clean colorway. And this is why I like the Freak 2 aesthetically. I think the monochromatic black look helps it out tremendously because you don't get to see these layers that I don't like in the back here, but it showcases the sharpness and the angles of the overall silhouette. I think that this is a fire colorway. You have black on black on black, but then you have this very subtle, you know, dusty amethyst, like purple, light purple, coming through that translucent outsole. His logo on the heel was also that light purple. This is absolutely clean. It will go perfect with a Sacramento Kings uniform. It's simple. It's clean. It's a cop. It's absolutely a cop. The only reason why it's not an insta-cop is because of how the shoe actually plays. Okay, so I don't want to spoil again, but if the shoe was a banger on court, this would be a mega cop, but it's not a banger on court. Even if it was just a decent encore performer, which it may or may not be, I wouldn't even mega cop these. It would have to be a great encore performer for me to mega cop them. But as they sit right now, it's just a regular cop. And I think a lot of you guys are on track as well. A lot of you guys are copping, but some people are dropping. But Josiah says cop for sure. Definitely hooping in those. Yeah, if you're interested in the Freak 2 performance-wise, it's not a terrible sneaker. It just didn't do what I expected it to do, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, John says it's a light cop. I'm right there with you, John. It's a light cop. It is damn good looking, though. That's for sure. All right, next up, we have the Nike PG4 Christmas. Now, I remember when Christmas releases were huge, right? We all looked forward to them. Nike was going all in on the Christmas and the All-Star releases, but now it seems like they kind of settled down on the whole, you know, Christmas theme. But whatever. Anyways, this is the PG4 in a Christmas colorway. Let me load up the photos. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Now, we're getting the classic red and green Christmas theme, but that upper... It's going to be hot to play in. What is that? What is that? Velvet? Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the material. And the green is not bright enough for me. It looks like pine tree green. I'm just not... I don't know. Yeah. XDR outsole. So this is an overseas shoe. Oof. Yeah, the upper... I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna give these a mega drop. It's just, I want to be caught with these on. I just want it. Even if I got them for free, I want to play in them. I want to rock them. You know, the PG4 is already crippled visually because of the shroud. So to add that material is not helping it at all. So yeah, I'm not totally a fan of these, and I think a lot of you guys as well. Flow paradoxes that these are disgusting. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of these either. Yeah, Nike used to be great with the Christmas releases, but this just ain't it. Let's move on. All right, so this one we have a three-parter. Okay, so we have some new off-white sneakers. Okay, so the new off-white sneakers are of the Rubber Dunk, which is an interesting silhouette on its own. And we know off-white sneakers are super hyped, right? So let me know right now, guys, if this is a cop or a drop for you guys. We have the 3 colorways here, and we're going to go through them individually. So let's first go with this white colorway. All right, so you have the zip tie thing, which is, you know, notorious for being on the off-white sneakers. Gum bottom, which I think looks sick with that thick sole, that thick midsole. and then you have a very busy upper outline swoosh. I think it's a very eye-catching silhouette. It's not going to be for everyone, though. Some people are really not going to like these, but I'm leaning more towards the like. Now, for this colorway, this might be my least favorite out of the three, okay? So the next colorway is the green one. A little more simpler, but what I don't like about this one is you don't get that much depth with this colorway. If you look at this one, since it's silver and white, you could feel that silver coming off of the shoe, and it just gives it some depth. Whereas the black one, you don't get that depth. You don't. Now it has different textures, different materials, but from a distance, you just don't get the same effect. But I like the green and black. That's a killer color combo, and I think it works well with the orange, you know, zip tie, whatever they call this. It's okay. Then we have the yellow colorway. Not as deep of a depth effect as the white one, but it's better than the black one, okay? And then I think the orange doesn't work as well with this one because it's already kind of orange, but I like the black midsole. So I might be actually changing my mind here. That white colorway is pretty nice. I don't know. I'm not sure. Aiden doesn't like any of them. Wow, a lot of you guys don't like these, huh? Interesting. Maybe, you know, this is a shoe that reminds me of a skate shoe, and I grew up wearing skate shoes. I skateboarded, but even people who didn't skateboard, kids that didn't skateboard, when I was growing up, skateboarding shoes were the thing to rock. Osiris's, Etnies, you know, Elements, all those brands. It was the #1 option for going to school was skate shoes. With the big, and so this kind of reminds me of skate shoes. So I might have a little more of a soft spot. So I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to drop the yellow pair, okay? And I'm also going to drop the green pair. And then I'm going to light cop the silver pair. Light cop. Is it going to be worth the hype? Absolutely not. It's not the best off-white sneaker that we have seen. But I love the gum bottom. I think the blue's nice. I like the depth. And of course, I don't have an off-white sneaker in my collection. So I would like to add these to my collection, but I'm not going to, you know, pay over retail for them. Maybe I'll try to get lucky on the sneakers app. And, you know, if I don't like them in hand, I can give them to someone who does like them. But I do want a pair of off-whites in my collection because I don't have any. Most of you guys were not on these. Most of you guys were dropping these. But it is off-white, it is newsworthy, and that's why I brought it up. These are releasing on October 1st, by the way. So if you're interested or you want to make a quick buck, or you know, you want a pair of off-whites in your collection like I do, October 1st, get ready. Make sure you do all your good deeds for all the good karma, because only God knows you need luck on the sneakers app. It's basically like gambling. All right, next up, we got the Air Penny 3 Eggplant is going to return next month. So obviously this is a retro basketball Nike sneaker. I think a lot of people are going to like these if you're a 90s baby, or Penny Hardaway's your favorite, or you like this era of kicks. But for me, I'm just going to cut to the chase. This is a drop for me. Never been a big fan of the Penny 3. The Eggplant colorway also not a huge fan of it, but it is a fan favorite amongst a certain group of people. I've just never been a huge fan of it. If they threw some yellow on it, you might be able to sway me and tell me it's a Lakers colorway. But as they sit right now, you know, I'm just not 100% feeling these. It is very 90s, kind of late 90s, maybe even early 2000s. It has those futuristic vibes with the waves and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm just not a huge fan of this. But like I said, some people are really, really going to like these. I'm not one of them, so I'm dropping these. Sharp says cop. Sus Avocado's dropping. John is dropping. Rio really doesn't like these. And Brian is back. Can everyone give Brian and Coke Pancake some love in the chat right now? Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. I really appreciate you guys. We missed you. Welcome back. Donna says a mega drop. See, I don't think it's a mega drop. I don't think it's awful. But I'm also not copying them as well. So I'm going to drop them. I already did drop them. But these are going to be coming out next month for $155. So it is one of the more cheaper Penny Hardaway sneakers. Maybe you're a Penny fan. If you are, be on the lookout for the Air Penny 3 Eggplant returning next month. All right, next up, let's switch gears to Adidas. So I think we've talked about the Dame 7 before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but here we have the Dame 7, which looks to be inspired by Ric Flair. Okay? Woo! Ric Flair, baby. One of my favorite wrestlers. A lot of people's favorite wrestlers. But here we have the Dame 7, Ric Flair. If you don't know him, he was a wrestler. He was known for kind of being super flashy, having a lot of flair. That's probably why his name is Ric Flair. You can see him here in his robe. So this colorway, we know Dame's a huge wrestling fan. We saw him in the Stone Cold mask. Remember that? So here we have the Dame 7. I think this is an awesome looking colorway. I do. And I think if you're a wrestling fan, a Ric Flair fan, a Damian Lillard fan, or just a fan of this sneaker, I think that this is an insta-cop. But for me, I have some issues with the Dame 7, which I'm going to get into a little bit after this. So I'm going to cop these. It would be an insta-cop had the Dame 6 not been such a bummer. But it was a bummer. So with the Dame 7, I'm trying not to get hurt again. I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want to be disappointed again. So I'm holding my cards close to my chest and I'm copping these. But I think that this is a nice colorway. I do. It's loud. I get it, but it's nice. And a lot of you guys are copping these as well. A lot of you guys are copping them. Now, when are these releasing? No release date yet. And also, the Dame 7 has not been formally unveiled. So you got to keep that in mind. But Ric Flair posted these on his Instagram. So it's official. It's official. It could have easily been a fake. If Ric Flair didn't post, I would question if it was a fake or not. Anyways, let's move on to the thumbnail story here. So we have the Toy Story Adidas collab. Now, if you guys remember, I kind of got on Adidas case about the way they were handling their Star Wars license, and I just felt like their collaborations weren't good with Star Wars, very lackluster, and they wasted an opportunity. But ever since I said that, Adidas has been stepping it up with their licenses and with their collaborations, and now they might have gone too far, but that might not be a bad thing. Let me explain. So here we have the Toy Story collection from Adidas. Okay, now we have the Dame 7 here, which looks like it takes on a Buzz Lightyear. What Buzz Lightyear is part of what? This, not the Space Force. That's a real thing. Oh man, Space Cadets. Is it the Space Cadets? Does anyone remember? I love Toy Story, but I'm blanking out here. Buzz Lightyear, who does he work for? Let me know in the chat, please. Decide, help me out so I can see it in the chat. But this is a clean colorway, Buzz Lightyear style, white, that light purple. I love this translucent green thing going on here. It's absolutely perfect. The inner lining, you have those claw aliens. So it all works. It's a great. This is probably the best colorway from the pack. Space Rangers, G Beauty. Thank you so much. That's right, the Space Rangers. I love this colorway. I think it's awesome. It's a cop. If you're a Toy Story fan, if you want a Dame 7 colorway, this would be a great option. Or you just like the way it looks, this is good. So I love this colorway. It is a cop. It would be an instant cop if the Dame 6 was a killer encore performer. It really all comes down to performance. You see, guys? But next up, and what? The Dame 7's $100? What? Is it really? That's pretty cheap. Wait, how much were the Dame 6s? $110. Wow, $10 discount. I'm happy, but also concerned because I'm a little concerned now. Shout out to Billy for subscribing. I'm concerned now because why are they going cheaper if it's going to be better? Very interesting. I got to keep my eye on that. Anyways, next up, Don issue number 2, Woody colorway. Now here we're starting to see some craziness happen with this collaboration, right? So it's a Woody colorway, obviously full send on the theme, rope laces, which is incredible. You have, you know, his shirt material. You have that nice denim blue, white midsole, gum bottom. It's awesome. However, I would not wear these. I wouldn't. But I'm here's the thing. I would not wear these. But it's a cop, because I think this would be great to add to your collection. It brings back nostalgia, makes me feel like a kid again. I would cop these to add to my collection, and it's only gonna cost $90. That's gonna be awesome. Shout out to Marco for subscribing. I appreciate you, dog. I want to wear them, but I want them in my collection, if that makes any sense. A lot of you guys are copping in the chat as well. Coke Pancake says it's got my school colors. These are your school colors? That's interesting. John says it's a cool cop. Isaac, what's up, Isaac? Isaac says, cop, all caps. Yeah, a lot of you guys are copping. David's copping. Now, let me ask you guys. Donna's mega copping, by the way. Are you guys copping and rocking, or are you just copping to add to your collection? Let me know that, okay? Because I'm copping to add to the collection. Because, again, I would not wear these outdoors. I want to wear them in public. What would I wear this with? What would I wear this with? I would wear them to Disneyland. I would. That's the one place I would wear it. But I don't go to Disneyland all the time. So I wouldn't wear them to Target, 7-Eleven, Safeway, the movies, out to eat. I wouldn't wear them anywhere. That's my stance on them. Darko says he's copping and rocking. Okay, so wow, okay, that's good. That's good. It's a solid sneaker. These are going to drop October 15th, by the way, alongside the Buzz Lightyear Dame 7s. All right, so here we have, this is called the Deep Threat Alien. So here we're seeing the same inner lining from the Dames, right? You have the blue, you have the green, you have the Pizza Planet logo on the strap. I think the silhouette on its own is a drop, and I think that this colorway on this silhouette is a drop as well. This looks like a kid's shoe. It looks like it belongs in Skechers or Famous Footwear. It is not a great colorway. It is not a great silhouette. It's whatever. I would be severely concerned if Adidas dropped these in men's sizes, because I don't see a grown man wearing this colorway. This looks like a kid's shoe. Yes, $60, October 15th. It looks like it's a kid's shoe. I don't know. I just don't like these. And a lot of you guys in the chat are, I mean, I don't even know how to say that. Swagtastic Kitties mega dropping these. Okay, but some people are copping. Some people, Sharp's copping, but most of you guys are dropping. Christopher's copping as well. That's fine. Sharp's a kid, he says. I get it. But they said they're all are only in kid sizes as of right now. Okay, so that makes sense. Most of these are in kid sizes. That would explain the price. Actually, it wouldn't explain the Dawn issue number 2's price. But let's move on. Here we have some NMDs. This is a Jessie colorway. Okay, so you have the cow print, you know, chaps that she wears. This is cool. This is another cop, but maybe not rock unless you're at Disneyland. It's a cop to add to your collection. I think they nailed the theme. The colors work perfect with the neutral tones. The gray stripes, I don't know how I feel about that. Are they 3M? We don't know. But I love the rope laces. The cow print on the boost is awesome. So again, this is a cop to collect. Just like my guy Swagtastic Kitty says, low-key fire to collect. Absolutely. But Darko's sticking to his guns here. Insta-copping and rocking. Okay? And Joyce's cop for Jessie. Okay? Wait, it says Sheriff Woody. Adidas. You done messed up. That's a Jessie colorway. That's a Jessie colorway, not a Sheriff Woody colorway. Come on, bruh. In this climate, equality, women empowerment, Adidas. Come on. I have to mention it. I have to mention it. You did it. What am I just supposed to not mention that you messed up? No, don't get mad at me. Be mad at yourself. You done messed up, bruh. Now it's a drop, bro. If it's Sheriff Woody colorway, that's wrong. Adidas did Jessie wrong. Did the girl wrong, bruh. This is a Jessie colorway, is it not? Is it? Let me look up Jessie. Oh my god, bruh. That's Jessie, bro. Right here. Wait, that's a small photo. Hold on. And Google Images be doing Jesse wrong too. Give me a high quality photo. Okay, here we go. Jeez. All right, look. Jesse, cow chaps. Look at the colors. What the hell, Adidas? I'm upset. That's just not right. Someone clip this and send that to Adidas, please. Tag them, because that is not right. You done messed up. $120 for some NMDs, though. Probably kid sizes, like my guy said. All right, here we have... This is lazy now. Come on. Toy Story Adidas Superstar Ham. So, okay, this is, I'm assuming, the piggy bank guy. I forget his name, but whatever. Okay, whatever. It's just a whatever. This is a mega drop. Patent leather pink. Yeah, I'm not going to rock these at all. I don't even want them to collect. And it doesn't even look like they did really anything special. Now, I don't see the heel or the tongue, but, this is not a good one. This is not a good one. Let's move on. Okay, next up, we have the top 10 high Rex. Okay, now these are absolutely crazy. This is another cop to collect because I would not rock these. I don't even like this silhouette, really, but I think they nailed the theme here. Obviously, you have the T-Rex texture. You have the teeth. You have Rex on the tongue, different shades of green, light, dark, neutral green. It all makes sense. Cop to collect. But other than that, I'm not going to be rocking these at all. Okay, so there you go. October 15th for these. I apparently it's only kid sizes. Let's see here. It doesn't say in this article. Oh yeah, capsule for kids. So even if I wanted to collect them, even if I wanted to rock them, I couldn't rock them. But I would say the best colorway is of the Dame. Now, real quick, actually, I wanted to talk about the Dame 7. The reason why I'm not excited for it is because it looks very similar to the Dame 6. And the Dame 6, as you guys know, I did not like playing in them. I just don't see a lot of improvement here from the Dame 6 to the 7. So I'm not excited about them. I'm worried that the Dame 7 is going to be another bust because the Dame 5 wasn't fun for me. The Dame 6 wasn't fun for me. I want them to go back to the Dame 4 and the Dame 2. Those were incredible sneakers, some of the best of all time. So Adidas, please go back to that. The Dame 6 was disappointing. I said what I said. All right, next up, we got an Adidas sneaker. It is Pharrell and Adidas releasing the PW060 this week. Okay, look. I love Pharrell. I'm going to say it 4 times. And if you're a music fan or a Pharrell fan, you know why I'm saying it 4 times. I love Pharrell. I love Pharrell. I love Pharrell. I love Pharrell. I love what he's done with Adidas. A lot of what he's done with Adidas. The human nature, whatever he has going on there. I like those. The hues. I like it. But this, it's just whatever. It's just whatever. I mean, what are we looking at? I mean, it's just whatever. Not a fan of the silhouette. The colorways look like East Bay team colors. Okay, it's nothing special. Yeah, it's just literally whatever. And if it wasn't Pharrell, there wouldn't even be an article about this. It's the fact that it's Pharrell, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how. It just feels like Adidas made this and Pharrell's like, yeah, you can put my name on it. That's how it feels. It feels a little lazy, whatever. It's inspired by fashion, but also performance. So I guess you could play basketball in them. Would I? No. I don't like how the collar looks, the strap, it's whatever. So I'm dropping. It's not a mega drop. Here's the problem. Sometimes a regular drop is worse than a mega drop from this point of view. At least mega drop, they tried something, right? At least they tried, but they failed. But you can appreciate the effort. This feels like no effort. Shout out to Gino for subscribing. I appreciate you. This just feels lazy. And it just feels uninspiring. I'm not inspired when I see this colorway or this silhouette. So I'm going to drop these. Yeah, fashion performance shoe with the laugh face emoji. Yo, shout out FaZe. FaZe just subscribed. Okay, sure. Make sure you follow my Twitch, FaZe. We be doing game nights on Twitch. But But yeah, I don't know. Some people are like copping these. Donna's like copping these. Jetson Mitchell is copping these for outdoor use. So is Sharp. Okay. But Ethan's with me. He says, it looks very generic. Mega drop. And I'm right there with you, Ethan. And here's the thing, guys. $250 for that. Is it a cop now for outdoor use at $250, guys? Because I don't think it is. I said what I said. I'm sticking to my guns. Yeah, $250 for these sounds like a ripoff. All right, next up, let's switch gears to Jordan Brand to round out the show here. The Lightning Air Jordan 4 is returning in 2021. These are not photos of it. This is kind of basically a rumor at this point, but it is being reported that the Lightning Air Jordan 4 will be dropping in 2021. This is one of those sneakers that is very highly coveted. If we go to StockX, let's see how much a pair would be going for right now. Jordan 4, $1,700 is the lowest ask right now. In my size, it would cost $2,000. So this is a very coveted sneaker that's coming back. So if you have had this on your grail list, you'll be happy to know that they're coming back. It's a cop. It's one of the more legendary Air Jordan retros. Am I a huge fan of the colorway? No, it's a lot of yellow, but I think you can make some dope Bruce Lee customs with these. I think you could lie to yourself and say it's a Bruce Lee PE. And it's, again, not a terrible colorway. So it's a cop. Josiah says those are cool, but not for me. If I have a chance to cop, he might. Sharp is dropping. Barkinator says a mega cop, and so does Ed. Mega super duper cop, super fire. You see, that's the thing, guys. This is a shoe that is on a lot of people's grail list. Okay, so for those people, they're gonna be very excited. But for people like me who appreciate the silhouette but might not be like, you know, over the moon about it, I'm really just copying it because it is a legendary colorway in the Air Jordan line. It's legendary, like you just saw. $2,000 if you want to pick up a pair of the OGs. So that's really, it's got a lot of hype, and I hate to, you know, kind of be a hype beast about it, but you know, that's why people drive Lambos, because it's a big stunt move. You know what I mean? A Lambo, you take the Lambo to the shop for anything, it's going to cost so much. It's not a practical car whatsoever. Really low. You're hitting speed bumps. You're hitting curbs. You can't park it anywhere. You need to, you know, get a valet and get it parked in a secure garage. It's not practical, but people do it because it's a stunt move, just like this colorway is. Okay? I said it. I'm being a hype beast right now. Okay? At least I admit it. All right, next up. Air Jordan 3 Court Purple. November 21st for $190. All right, so no. Not a fan. It's a black cement colorway, but instead of red, white and red and white, you're giving us Suns colorways, which why? I mean, I just don't know why this exists for $190, especially. It's just like whatever. I mean, it's not awful, but again, I think the theme for tonight's episode is that it's uninspiring. It's just uninspiring. I don't know why they did this. Does this shoe need to exist? Is my question to Jordan Brand. Do we need a Suns colorway black cement version of the Jordan 3? I don't think we do. I don't. Especially for $190. This is the type of shoe, this is the type of colorway that makes me feel like these types of colorways of the Jordan 3 should be $150. So people who can't get a pair of Jordan 3s because of all the hype bees can not only afford, or it could be more affordable and more accessible, but it would hype up the other ones even more, right? So let's imagine we live in a world where this is $150. Then when the black cements come out, the OG black cements, those are $190. You're paying a price for the colorway, same material, same all that. Maybe even for the OG colorways, you do better materials because it was like how it was back in the day. Just something. I think Jordan Brand needs to rework because they're spending money on this. Is it going to sell? I don't think so. You know what I mean? That's just what I'm saying. So this should be $150 is what I'm saying. And I'm going to stick to my guns there. And look, I mean, they make it look nice in these photos, right? It looks okay, right? But not the best. But then when you look at it in these other photos, it's like, they don't look great. You know what I mean? So, you know, Jordan's doing their due diligence, right? They have to make the shoe look as appealing as possible. That's called advertising. It's not false advertising. And why does the tongue look thinner? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's a weird shoe. I don't know why they exist. The quality on them is probably not the greatest as well. I don't know what's going on with the thin tongue. It's just whatever. Why do we need this? The answer is we don't. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red is coming in 2020. Again, this is an OG colorway, right? So how much are these going for? $200, which I'm fine with. It's a legendary sneaker. Now, I've never been the biggest fan of the Fire Red 4s. I like the white cements. I like the black cements. The Fire Reds, I've just never been a fan of. The red is just a little too, like, bright for me. I like a deeper color of red like you see on the black cements. And I just don't like how the majority white plays off with the blacks. It's just not my favorite shoe. So I'm going to drop these. But I know a lot of people, and I'm expecting a lot of you in the chat, are going to want to cop these because it is a legendary sneaker. It's an OG colorway. It's an Air Jordan. It's an Air Jordan 4, one of the more popular Jordan sneakers. So where did I have the Jordan 4 on my top 10 Air Jordans? Because I did that video ranking all the Air Jordans, the OGs, right? So I think these were at number 4. No, these were maybe number 5. I forget. I know number 1 was the Jordan 1. Then number 2 was probably the Jordan 3. Then the 11 and probably the 4s. I don't know. I'd have to refresh my memory on that. But like we're seeing, Donna's mega cop in these. Swagtastic is, oh my gosh, super duper cop in these. I don't know why I did that voice. Oh, these aren't Fire Red? These are Fire Red. I don't know why you said you don't think these are Fire Red. Jetson says he just really likes these. John says that these are fire. So yeah, a lot of fans. I'm just going to leave this release to you guys, and I'm going to drop these, okay? So there you go. When are these coming out? November 27th for $200, okay? So be on the lookout for that, guys. All right, last but not least, the Jordan 1 Volt. I think it's the Jordan 1. Oh, no, it's just not the KO. It's the Jordan 1. Okay, so here we have the Jordan 1 Volt. What do we got going on here, Jordan? What is this? What am I looking at? That tongue looks dirty. That tongue looks dirty. These are dropping in 2021, eh? I think you guys know where I'm going with these.
Bruh.
Mega drop. Look. Here, this is how I feel about this shoe and the Travis Scott meal from McDonald's. The Travis Scott meal from McDonald's. Shout out to Travis Scott, killing it. Collabs. He's hype right now, right? And he deserves it. He's a hard worker. But never once, in all my years eating double quarter pounders, never once did I eat into a double quarter pounder and look at it and say, you know what? I'm gonna need bacon on this. Never. I never said that. And never once have I seen a pair of Jordan 1s and thought to myself, you know what would be dope on a pair of Jordan 1s? Yellow, Volt, white, black, off-white tongue. Never, ever have I ever said that. So why am I seeing it here before me? Who asked for this? Who at Jordan Brand said, you know what? This is the trend. We need to make this style colorway. No, this looks like someone ID'd these and they got the order wrong. Who would put those two colors together? This Volt and this yellow. Who? Mustard yellow and Volt and then black? Whose idea was this? They need to be held accountable. A lot of you guys are dropping. Why does this exist, Darko? That's what I'm saying. Why does that exist? We don't need it, Jordan Brand. Jordan, you could be great like Michael Jordan. Just put the Jordan 1 on Nike ID for colorways like this. and make the OG colorways either really good quality or make them available all the time. All the time. Maybe you put the OG colorways on Nike ID. And you could just, because every sneaker enthusiast deserves a pair of OG Jordans. They do, because it's the shoe that created the culture. Those shoes created the culture. So imagine a world where, you know, Jordan Brand just had all the OG colorways available to purchase at any time. And then the new colorways, like the collabs and the Travis Scotts and the Blue the Greats and all these, they hyped those up and they spaced out the releases. Listen, I just think Jordan Brand needs to work some things out. They need to get back on, not back on track, because they've come a long way. Trust us. They've come a long way from where they used to be. It was looking pretty dire for Jordan Brand not that even long ago. But, I mean, like, issues like this, it's like, why? Why are we doing this? It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of materials. It's a waste of money, to be honest. So I don't know why it exists. But that's my rant. It's over. I apologize. But we have now reached the end of the show. Thank you to everyone who was in the chat. Remember, we do this every Sunday, 7 p.m. We go a little bit later because of the games, right? So I'm thinking about doing a post-game stream after every NBA Finals game. So if that's something you guys want to see, comment on the video, not in the chat. Let me know. Comment in the video, and while you're there, give the video a like, because seriously, guys, it helps me out so much. But if you want a Geron Mob stream after every Finals game, please let me know with a comment on the video page. That would help me out a ton. If I don't see a lot of comments, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to hold you guys hostage like that, but you gotta let your guy know if you want to see it. So do that. I'll see you guys next week. We're gonna have another episode of NBA Kicks. I meant to tell this to you guys. I didn't have an episode last week because it was weak, so I decided to combine last week and this week's range of kicks into one episode. So NBA Kicks is coming Tuesday, and tell me if you want that stream. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thanks for watching the Sneaker Show. I love you guys. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. And also shout out to Josiah once again, moderating in the chat. You're the man, brother.